Alright guys, let's get this live stream going. It's late on Monday night and I probably should be resting and getting some sleep because I do work tomorrow like at 6 a.m. which is like 5 hours from now I have to be awake, or 6 hours from now I gotta be awake. But I decided to get on tonight, so hopefully some of my viewers, guys like Samsung for instance, will be watching because he's always missing my live streams. Excuse me guys. So just bear with me here. My voice is a little choppy because I worked all day and I'm just a little tired. But I just finished watching Aloha Android's video on, and I have it over here, the reality of a tech YouTube reviewer, and I kind of just wanted to talk about what he said in his video, and then this is, and this is no way of like a critique video or anything like that. It's more of like a response video on how I feel about being a tech YouTuber as well. And if you guys are joining in, please hit that like button. Let me see if I can turn on all chats here, because sometimes YouTube is messed up and it doesn't let me see all of everybody's chats. Give me a second here. But anyways, yeah. So again, this video is just in response to. Whoa, hello. I always do that. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here, guys, while I get this going. I need to share this on my Twitter page also. That way, some people can watch this, I guess. Hopefully, people watch this. Let's find out. Since I am live streaming tonight, let's see. Copy this. Let me send this to a few buddies on Instagram over here really quick. If I can, let's see. Well, let's see. Maybe not. I don't know if they have the same type of chat on here like you do on Facebook. But anywho, so I wanted to elaborate on some key points, or I wanted to talk about on some key points that he went over on his YouTube video. Him being a guy that has about a little over 10,000 subscribers, and me myself, I'm hitting that 9K mark very soon. So definitely wanted to just get on here and talk about that. And for those of you who care to join in, thanks for joining in on the chat. I don't think I have anyone just yet. I've been going on for a few minutes already, but regardless, the show must go on. So again, being a tech YouTuber is not easy, especially someone that is not very viewed in a sense. And I'm talking about guys compared to guys like MKBHD, Unbox Therapy. You have Linus Tech Tips. Those are all major tech YouTube channels. iJustine. The list goes on. Austin Evans also, and of course there's more. I know there's a lot more, and I'm just kind of naming some of the popular ones that I follow or have watched over the years, right? And for the most part, I look up to a lot of those YouTubers. I feel like they've earned their spot in the limelight when it comes to putting on YouTube videos, and for them to have as many subscribers on their channels and to get as many views as they do when they talk about specific things is pretty awesome. You know what I mean? I don't, I'm not gonna beat around the bush there. I think that if I were to ever be in that spot one day, I could only be so lucky. But going from there, because they are top YouTubers, a lot of them are very fortunate because top companies will actually reach out to them instead of them having to go to the companies. You know what I mean? So you have companies like Apple, Samsung, LG, other companies that are a little less relevant, that will still reach out to them and be like, hey, review my product, because their videos get views, you know what I mean? And essentially, if they make a video about their product or whatever, then they're gonna get a lot of views, and it's gonna be easier for them to make sales on that specific product, because these high influencers out there are basically promoting their item whether they like it or not. You know what I mean? So even though they're saying bad things about an item, that doesn't essentially mean that the consumer still won't buy the product. You know what I mean? I mean, they're pointing out flaws, but the thing about that is most tech YouTubers will point out flaws in devices, and that'll still people will still buy it whether the people like it or not. It really just depends. It really depends what the consumer is looking for in a device. But going from there, guys like me, guys like Aloha, guys like CV Tech, and even guys like Kevin Breeze, or even TechRite. I'm not sure if TechRite is still purchasing products to review. He probably does. But for the most part, a lot of us lower end YouTubers, and I'm talking about like anyone that's under 100K subs, still has to kind of go out there and hustle a little bit when it comes to getting video views. We're not always inclined to get top views for a lot of these items, like um, especially for flagship devices. I mean, a lot of us do mid-tier and lower end devices because we know that if we try to review like let's say an iPhone 11 or a Samsung Note 10, it's not going to get views, especially on our channel. And the reason why is because our channels are not as relevant as those other people's channels. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm just responding to a text message, and it doesn't look like I have any viewers tonight, so I don't know. I'm live streaming tonight, so Samsung, if you're watching this later, I'm live streaming and you're not watching, brother. So I don't know what's going on. Again, a lot of my YouTubers are not, or a lot of my subscribers are not on tonight. So guys like Rob, Frank Crawford, who else? Just to name a few, Mikey Tech Reviews, whoever else, not on tonight, obviously. So that's okay. So, but again, I just kind of wanted to post this in response to Tito because I have mad respect for him, and I love his channel, and I love that he doesn't do this just because he wants to get bigger. It's generally a hobby for him, which I think at first for me it was a hobby. I think being a YouTuber at first, you don't really look into getting into it for the money. At least that's not how I thought about it when I first started YouTube. But I think I was using YouTube for about, let's see, YouTube came out like what, 2005, 2004. So I've been using YouTube for the most part since it's been around. But I didn't really start thinking about trying to generate any income from YouTube until about 2013. And that's because I didn't even know. I did not know. Hey, you can earn money on YouTube. So I was just posting videos just to be stupid and do my thing. You know what I mean? Only when I finally discovered, hey, you can make money off YouTube, is when I actually tried. You know what I mean? And for the most part, some of us, even though they are out there being monetized, a lot of them they don't really care for the money, or they don't really need the money. It's mostly because they're passionate about something specific. I've known that there's people with over like 100,000 subscribers on YouTube that don't monetize their videos, and they could probably do this full time if they wanted to. But they just don't, because they just do it because they really enjoy either making the specific amount of content that they're making, or something like that. So for people to do that, like, I have mad respect for them. Me personally, once I started doing tech reviews here on YouTube, it was more of a niche thing for me at first, because I did want to see if I was able to generate any income. And for the most part, I have, ever since I was made a YouTube partner, which even again, Aloha Android posted about that, saying that he's doing it more for a hobby, but he does get ad revenue for the most part. But again, he's not in it to make the money like some people are. He does it because he generally likes talking about content and whatnot. Me personally, like, I feel like I'm in the middle of that, I guess, because right now I do want to produce content that I enjoy making, and content that my viewers will watch. But at the same time, I know that if I'm not posting anything really relevant to my niche, that my channel is really not going to gain any type of traction or views. So it's really tough to be in that spot, because yes, like, at this point in my YouTube career, I do, for the most part, earn a check every month from YouTube. So I'm not going to lie to you guys here telling you that I don't, that I don't do this for the money, because I do this for the money for the most part. But at the same time, I really appreciate what my fans like and who I'm making the content for. You know what I mean? For the most part, I've met a lot of people over the years that have been very nice to me about my channel and how it's grown ever since I started it. Which again, it's been about 5 years since I started this YouTube channel, and I just really enjoy it. I think for the most part, I started off strong the first couple of years, and then I kind of laid back from between 2016, 17, and early 18. I think that's when I started getting back into YouTube, and not because I really enjoyed making the content and whatnot. It's more because I just kind of made the decision. Excuse me, by the way. I kind of just made the decision to do it. You know what I mean? Because I was in a spot at my day job where I was just not enjoying what I was doing, and I just decided, hey, maybe if I really focus on YouTube and what I do on YouTube, maybe it'll pay off, and my revenue will be high enough for me to quit my day job. So I'm kind of like in that category where, and again, Tito, aka Aloha Android, spoke about it. Where he was like, there's some people that are in that spot that, and I feel like right now that's where I am. Again, there's times where I just want to take a break from social media. Uh, and when I talk about taking a break from social media, I mean YouTube in general is it's a very tough platform to be relevant on. And I think a lot of people just don't understand that, some of us low end tech YouTubers, again, like Aloha or Tito mentioned in his videos, that some of us have to put our own money into purchasing these devices that you guys see on our channels. So a lot of us purchase these items, cell phones, tech items, whatever, for you, so that you guys can see how these items work, or how good they are. For the most part, I've been lucky to where I've had people send me items, whether it be Amazon sellers or a few phone companies. I've been lucky to where I've gotten a few phones sent to me, and I've never not appreciated that. You know what I mean? I think even though I'm under 10,000 followers, my YouTube channel still generates a good amount of viewership per day, which to me, like I generate between 1,500 and 2,000 views a day, which might not seem a lot to some people, right? But for me, that's a lot. You know what I mean? I don't generate millions of views a day, like, or hundreds of thousands of views a day, like some channel, right? Which I wish I was, but I'm really not. You know what I mean? So let me see what's going on, guys, because I've been live streaming for about 13 minutes now, and I haven't had not anyone stay. All right, hold on. I'm just responding to someone over here. So I mean, it is what it is. At the same time, when you're a small tech YouTuber, there's a lot of things you can and can't do. Again, if you don't have the money or revenue to be putting into products on the daily or weekly, you know what I mean, then your channel might fall under the cracks, because there's a lot of up and coming YouTubers that go out there and do that. Let me see. Hold on. Can I share this video, guys? Let's see. Can I share this video with my group over here, my group of peeps? Let's find out, because I'm not getting any viewers here, and it's kind of annoying. Let's see. Copy link. I'm gonna share it with my Instagram hoes over here. Let's see if any of them join in. All right, let's see if me sending that link to my buddies over here will want to join in. King of Tech Deals, I hope you join in, you little B. If not, then I'm gonna have to give you the rock bottom over here. Okay. But anyways, again, going back, it's not easy for us low end or low volume subscriber tech YouTubers to make content on the daily. I feel like if you're making content on the daily, thanks for joining in, guys. By the way, I've been live streaming for about 10 minutes, and I guess no one has noticed yet. Um, so it's not easy, right? I mean, there's tech YouTubers that like to put out content about news and whatnot, and that's their thing. Me personally, what's up, King of Tech Deals, aka Mill Hustles? How's it going, man? Dude, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with YouTube over here because like you're in my live stream and it's telling me that I have 0 viewers right now. So, King of Tech Deals, aka Mill Hustles. What's up? What's going on, brother? I'm live streaming tonight just in response to Aloha Android's video. I'm sure you're familiar with his YouTube channel, Tito Escobar, El Jefe over here or whatever. But anyways, yeah, no, he posted up a video in response to like just talking about YouTubers or tech YouTubers in general, and I kind of felt like I just had to chime in on what was going on, especially how it is, from my perspective, I guess. And I kind of agree with him on a lot of points, where he's just talking about like the amount of money that we spend and how passionate you have to be about doing this and whatnot, because it's not easy. Let's face it. I mean, you've had your channels before also, Mill, and how hard it can be to be a tech YouTuber, especially in 2019. I feel like, if you didn't get started with a tech channel like 6 or 7 years ago, then you're probably not going to get noticed now in 2019. But even then, like I feel like a lot of people get deterred from creating a YouTube channel because they think they're going to fail. And the crappy part about that is they make 1 or 2 videos, and because their 1 or 2 videos don't get many hits, that a lot of them just kind of give up right away, which like to me personally, like they shouldn't. You put no idea is original. Is no idea a tech YouTube channel? I don't know what's going on there. Sorry, brother. I had to drink some water, man. My throat's a little parched. I worked today all day, and I'm a little tired, but I decided to get on this fine Monday evening after Monday Night Raw over here. I didn't get to watch Raw, by the way, so no spoilers. Just to talk about it, and if you guys want to chime in on what it's like to be a YouTuber, also go ahead and like give me y'all's thoughts and feedback on like what it is to be a YouTube. I don't know. I saw that retraction, by the way, bro. But yeah, for those of you guys that are joining in, please hit that like button. I've been already live streaming for almost a good 20 minutes already, and I just want to get y'all's feedback or input about being a small tech YouTuber, reality of a tech YouTuber, basically. And personally, like I've just been kind of giving my opinion at the beginning of this video, which you guys can watch a little later if you want. But I was this video was more in response to Aloha Android or Tito Escobar's video. If you guys don't follow his channel, he does a lot of tech videos. He talks about tech and whatnot. So yeah, okay, so that to me, okay, King of Tech Deals, you have a point there. Too many peoples are trying to be YouTubers, okay, and that includes actors, singers, and whatnot. So for me, like, I mean, it's cool that they're doing that, but the thing about them is they already have exposure, they already have the money, they already have millions and millions of dollars, right? So like, take a look at guys like Will Smith. Even though Will Smith, probably has good I guess what's the word, good initiative or good quality videos when it comes to certain things. I've seen some of his videos, and some of his videos are not bad. But yeah, you're right. Too many actors, celebrities, singers are trying to get on YouTube as well, and I feel like it takes away from everybody else that is actually trying to get noticed. You know what I mean? I mean, Justin Bieber got noticed on YouTube, and I'm not trying to like use that as an example or anything, but you don't see him now that he's worth $200 million. You don't see him continuing to post crap on YouTube. You know what I mean? For those of people that are still trying to be relevant in some sort of way, or for like new actors or singers, like I get it. You're posting your content online because you want it to get seen. and then whatnot. But for the most part, like for guys like us, you know, we're just tech YouTubers or tech advocates over here. You know, I'm not trying to get like millions and millions of exposures, but at the same time, you know, I want enough followers to the point where like I can quit my day job, where I can quit my day job and then do this full time for everybody. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I think you know, that's not everyone's goal on YouTube. I think that's my goal on YouTube essentially, is to be able to quit my job and do this full time, so that I can do it for you guys every day. Maybe not every day, but I feel like once you're an established YouTuber, you don't have to be posting videos every day. But as long as you're posting like consistently, like once or twice a week, you know, your videos are gonna get a lot of views, because they just are. You know, if you have those millions of followers already, people kind of treat your channel like a TV series in a way, where you know they log on to see if you posted a new video every day. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like watching something that's syndicated, obviously, right? But at the same time, you can get on and watch all of their old crap anytime. Guys, if you guys are joining in, please say hi, because I'm getting viewers that are joining in, but I'm not getting any comments. So please leave a comment below so I can see if the live chat's working, because I don't know if I'm having issues or what, but please say hi. Say hi. I'm gonna type that out also, just so I can see if I get anything over here, because I'm getting a big delay over here on my screen, which is I'm live streaming on the Umidigi A5 Pro. If you guys are curious about that, but again, thank y'all for joining in. If you guys are just chiming in, again, I'm talking about just being a tech YouTuber in general. Let's see, I got 5 people watching, and the only one that's made a comment is King of Tech Deals. So I was also wondering if Samsung was going to join in tonight. He's a YouTuber, and he's been asking every single day, "Are you going to YouTube again? Are you going to do a live stream? Are you going to do a live stream?" And I'm doing a live stream, and he's not here tonight, so he's going to miss this video again, and then he's going to post, "Oh man, I missed this video again." So. But okay, I know I at least know that the comments are working because I made that comment. But yes, for the most part, you know, it's not easy, guys. I think for myself, like, you know, last year I kind of made the decision to try and, you know, make more videos constantly. So I think I've been doing a pretty good job about that, even if it's not a tech review. King of Tech Deals, what's up? CV Tech, what's up? How's it going, man? How's it going? I've been watching y'all chat in the Instagram page over there, by the way. So just saying what's up. How's it going, man? Again, we're just talking. I'm just making this video in response to Aloha Android's reality of a tech YouTube video, which I'm not sure if you've seen, but if you have, he's made some pretty good valid points, and he gave all of y'all shout outs on that video, by the way. Lady Red Tech Reviews, by the way, he gave you a shout out. He gave CV Tech. About the reality of kind of being you know, a lower subscribed tech YouTuber, and I wouldn't say lower end. I just mean lower subscribed, lower viewed tech YouTuber. Yeah, he did give you a shout out. So if you guys don't follow Aloha Android, go follow him. And he's a big advocate of small YouTubers also, by the way. I mean, he's one of the only guys I know that will go and give shout outs to people. Or he'll make a video just talking about other people's channels, like Alter Tech. Of course, he talked about him on his video, and for the most part, you have to kind of appreciate that, because that's not something you see big YouTubers do. The only really YouTuber that I see do that is Potato Jet, and he just kind of gives shout outs in the video. So he'll go to his comment section and he'll read 2 or 3 comments at the end of each video. So CV Tech says, I've been subscribed to here for years. Yeah, so have I, man. I mean, I think he was probably one of the first YouTube channels that I really noticed making comments on my videos when I was starting to kind of gain traction on my YouTube. And I was one of his. I would believe I was one of his first followers. I think I remember when he had less than 100 subs on his channel. And I think when I was first building my channel, I was actually promoting his channel on my YouTube page. So he actually went and surpassed me on YouTube. So that's the cool part about that, is like, I feel that's pretty cool that, a guy that I was, helping admire for the longest time, and he surpassed me like And he's over 10K now. He's in double digits. I'm still not in double digits just yet. Yeah, and nothing comes easy. It's all about the hard work, like you say. I think every day is a challenge on YouTube if you're some sort of content creator. And for me personally, like it's not easy. Sometimes I'm really just exhausted from work, and I just don't want to even think about YouTube. I guess. I mean, I like to watch my content. I like to watch everyone's reviews and the channels that I follow, obviously. But then when it comes to me wanting to make videos, I'm just like what do I talk about? It's really hard to stay up to date on stuff sometimes because you're at work 9-10 hours a day, and it's just really tough. So going from there, I want to talk to you guys about my day job, which I haven't really talked to a lot of people about. But for the most part, if for those of you who don't know, I work in retail as an e-commerce lead for a company called HEB in the state of Texas, right? And if it's a grocery retail chain, which it's pretty big in Texas. I want to say it's probably one of the most admired grocery retailers out there. We've been on several like top lists throughout the nation, and again, we're just based in Texas. But I talked to my boss this past week, and I really kind of let a lot of things out. And I'm a lead, so basically, like a lead is basically like an assistant manager. And I told my boss that I want to step down from my position because I'm just exhausted every day, and I'm not really enjoying what I'm doing anymore as far as the work. Which I've always kind of been up to the challenge when it comes to my job and whatnot, but over the past couple of years, I just really haven't been happy. I switched over to that department when they first brought it down to my area, which again, it's a online and order pickup system, right, for groceries. And as an e-commerce lead, my job is to basically take care of the incoming flow of orders and make sure that it's taken out to the customer's car, etc., like that, or make sure everything's good for its delivery. And I'm out there in the elements half the time, and it's just really exhausting. And I did talk to her, and I told her I will stay in my position until she's able to find somebody else, I guess. And we still have to work out several details on like when exactly am I gonna not be doing that anymore, and I might have to find another position within my company in order to maintain my hours, because I am full time. So I am gonna have to try to figure that out, because I don't think that they're gonna allow me to stay in that department because it's such a small department, and because I'm a lead, I think it could be kind of conflicting a little bit, seeing that I was in that spot. What's up, Aloha Android? How's it going, man? I'm glad you noticed this live stream, by the way. I'm talking about my day job right now, but again, for the most part, like I told her that I'm going home stressed every day. I'm going home tired, and there's some days where I just don't want to do anything personally because just because I'm so tired from work, and that includes YouTube, obviously, but that means me just going out and just living a normal life, right? Or me just wanting to go out and enjoy myself. I'm really not able to do a lot of that anymore ever since I've been in this specific position, and because of the way I'm scheduled, it's really hard for me to want to go out and do a lot of things outside of my job, basically. So we were talking about your video, by the way. Aloha. But anyways, yeah. So again, for the most part, we'll see how that goes for my day job. I don't know how long that process is going to take. I'm hoping once it's all said and done that I'm just doing something where I'm able to just go into work and do my job, and then leave with no stress. I think that's the most important part for me right now, personally, just because again I'm not happy. So I just don't know if it's gonna affect me in the long run in case I want to move up later on. But who knows? We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, but for that, I really want to just focus more on myself. I think personally, I don't feel like I've had time to just really focus on myself or my family. Again, I don't really have a life outside of work and YouTube basically, so I'm gonna try to get more of a social life, hopefully. Maybe go back to school, kind of like what Magic Tech is doing right now. He's doing the whole HVAC thing right now. Um, and me personally, like I have a bachelor's degree, so I don't know. I'm thinking about either going back from a master's degree or use trying to go back to school for some sort of trade or something like that. Just something that I can learn, whether it be computer information systems or something like that, or just something in general, something that I can do within like a year or two, where I can just get certified to do something, and then that's it. And I don't have to worry about all this crap that I worry about now at work. You know what I mean? Which again, as a part of being a service lead or a assistant manager, basically what I am, right, is like I'm having to constantly worry about like the amount of hours that are scheduled in my department when we're not making labor, and it's just a lot of like nonsense that for a company that makes billions of dollars every year, like that my department can't afford to hold its hours. You know what I mean? We can't afford to um, you know, add hours in case it's busy. We can't afford to keep partners. We call the workers partners, by the way. For their whole 4 to 6 hour scheduled shift. Keep in mind, 4 to 6 hours is not long, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But anyways, sorry, I'm just kind of ranting about that a little bit, just because I've had that on my mind, and I want my viewers to kind of know what's going on with me personally a little bit, without getting too much into detail. But as of now, we did talk about that, and I am going to step down hopefully by the end of the year. I think I told her I would stay in the position during the holidays, because right now would be a little. I think it would be a little difficult. Um, all right, Lady Tech, Lady Reds Tech, we'll see you. Enjoy your evening. By the way, me and the guys will be here chilling for now, at least, while I'm live streaming. Right? Thanks again for joining in, guys. Should I turn this? I kind of don't like that white background over there. Um, but yeah, so for the most part, like I told my boss, like I'm willing to help you during the holidays until you can find a suitable replacement for me, and until we're able to just make sure everything's okay. So for the department, so you finally got some rain. It's been raining for about the past week where I live. So rain in Texas generally is rare, especially where I live in South Texas. It doesn't rain too often. We can go like months without any type of rain. So every time we get rain, like everyone freaks out. Everyone's like, it's raining. Like, let's go take pictures and let's go put it on Snapchat. You know what I mean? But yeah, for the most part, I'm gonna do that, and I'm hoping that once that goes into effect, that I'll be able to focus a little bit on my channel, and I'll have more of a little bit more time to just go out and enjoy myself. Hopefully, the only kind of crappy part about that is if I go back to a regular like store position, you know what I mean. Chances are that my work hours are gonna probably suck, and when I say suck, is like they're not gonna be. I'm not gonna have like more of a set schedule like I usually do, like because for the most part I have a decent set schedule, which it's not a set schedule. I mean, out of my 5 days that I work, 3 to 4 days are usually closing shifts, so I work 12 to 9 p.m. every day, and then I'll get maybe 1 or 2 opening shifts. So like tomorrow, I actually have to go in at 6 a.m. for tomorrow's shift. Um, well, yeah, oh yeah, that's true. There was a hurricane on the East Coast. Oh, that's good. But anyways, aloha. I was just responding to your video, man. I really enjoyed that video, and it really just it kind of brings perspective to a lot of people that don't really know the realities of what tech YouTubers go through, and I really appreciate you putting that out there, man. And I kind of wanted just to make this video just to kind of give you a shout out on that as well. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean we got a little bit of some of the rain. We got some sort of like tropical storm here like a couple weeks ago. Also, I think in South Texas, man. I mean, it's been kind of raining over here because we'll get bands of like storms from like whatever's south of us from Mexico. So Luckily there hasn't been any like heavy rains or flooding where we live down here, and it just hasn't really been too bad. So I'm very fortunate. Like, luckily, that's been happening. Oh man, they shut down all the roads. That stinks. You got a ton of questions on how to get free stuff, and it annoyed me because it's not like what people think it is. Being a YouTuber is hard. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, when I first started, I think I was actually reaching out to people. So I would go to websites, like websites of like companies or whatever, and I would scroll all the way to the bottom to the whole contact me area, and I would spit out a long email like saying like, "Hey, I'm a YouTuber, and I would love to review your merchandise, yada yada yada." And for the most part, I think like I would get one response out of like 100 maybe if I was lucky. You know what I mean? And only because at the time, I wasn't very highly sought out to, be doing those type of tech reviews. I mean, you were pretty much in the right when saying like you need to have at least like 10,000 subs in order to kind of be noticed by some of these bigger companies, and it's kind of true. Um, and they kind of have to look at your videos and see like, hey, like do his videos have any type of good views and whatnot, because you're right, they don't want to lose money and send, review items to tech YouTubers where those videos are not going to get views at all. You know what I mean? So it's totally like plausible, or I totally agree when you say stuff like that, because it's very true. That's why I was saying earlier that a lot of a lot of end tech YouTubers or lower subbed tech YouTubers will buy lower to mid range devices because it's devices that a lot of the higher end YouTubers won't review. You don't see guys like Marquez or iJustine or Austin Evans posting videos on budget phones. You know what I mean? But for the most part, like in 2019, I feel like the niche is kind of starting to kind of dissipate a little bit. Uh, Yeah, I mean, and that's understandable. At 5,000, you can get connected. I'm not saying that you can't under 10,000, but at the same time, it's definitely not easy getting noticed. I mean, luckily, like if you share your content the right way and you do it the right way, people will notice. I mean, I've been lucky to be noticed by Coolpad, obviously. What other companies have sent me stuff? LG in the past. Recently, Mobile Initiative, which I contacted them initially for this rugged smartphone, by the way, which I already reviewed, and it's a $200 smartphone that I didn't pay a dime for. They sent it to me, but I reached out to them on Twitter, and I put myself out there saying, hey, I'd be interested in reviewing one of your devices, because they had a few on their website and they were relatively new. So, oh yeah, Aomaze. I remember being in contact with the person on there. I haven't talked to her recently. She's been MIA off. I have her on Facebook. I need to try to reach out to her to see if she wants to send me anything new. But for the most part, Aomaze, they sent me a lot of stuff last year, and I did a lot of their Bluetooth speakers, their headsets, etc., like that. So for the most part, like if you know how to communicate well and whatnot, a lot of these people will come to you. If you put your contact info out like on your YouTube page, you can get noticed. All you have to do is leave your email address. You know what I mean? Leave your email address on your main YouTube page. A lot of these companies will contact you. It just really depends on like what they want. A lot of them, they want you to purchase the product, and then they want you to give them a review on Amazon first or something like that. Which I'm not a fan of doing Amazon reviews, because Amazon has kind of cracked down on the stuff when it comes to like them doing it. And the reason why is because they've noticed, and this happened to me. I got banned from doing Amazon reviews on my main Amazon account um, because I guess they thought that I was trying to be like, what's the word, non-biased when it came to my reviews, even though I wasn't. You know what I mean? I put up a few videos for some of these reviewers, or for these items, and I was using the same YouTube videos. I would post up my YouTube videos on them, and for whatever reason, they thought that it was like I was coercing with them or something. So they just decided, hey, sorry, we're not going to allow you to do Amazon reviews anymore. So even if I buy something on myself without them sending it to me, I still can't do a review on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of people overlook the aspect of us buying the stuff out of pocket, which is just dumb. So, CV Tech says he gets a lot of emails, but most companies want you to buy the product and then get reimbursed. Yeah, and a lot of them will tell you, "Oh, we'll reimburse half the item when you order it, and then half of it after you post the review video." Uh, yeah, a lot of them do that, and I've done it before. I've done it a couple times, a lot of times lately, what now that I'm getting, I still get messages every now and then from these Amazon sellers. I tell them straight out, I'm sorry, I will do a YouTube video for you, but I cannot do an Amazon review. I cannot do an Amazon video or review because Amazon banned me. So a lot of them will respond saying, I'm sorry, then we can't work together because if you can't leave a review on Amazon, then yeah, and a lot of them want you to leave a positive review on their product so that they can get so that other people can see it and then they'll get the purchases. But at the end of the day, like, for the most part, most people will go to YouTube to look for these items first to see how well they work. So I don't see why these sellers are reluctant on sending the item via Amazon. You know what I mean? I mean, for the most part, I've done it. You know what I mean? Like I've bought in the product straight out. Myself, and just to see how good a product is without the seller reaching out to me or anything like that. So, but again, now I can't do it, and now I can't do Amazon reviews. So sorry, for those of you who are watching later on, and that's because I'm an Amazon associate, also, guys. I mean, for those of you guys who are not familiar with that, Amazon associate is basically like an affiliate program that allows you to post links that they generate once you're an associate, and those links will give you a little bit of kickback. So I do earn a little bit of money from that. I maybe earn like $15 to $20 a month on that. So if people think I make a lot of money off that, I don't. Excuse me. I just ate some fajitas, by the way, which were really good. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah. If people that want to get into tech reviewing, they kind of need to know like the dark side about it, which we've been luckily like myself and you guys. Hopefully, we're lucky enough to be able to get monetized before they made all the changes on YouTube. Which, regardless, I would have made the requirements because I hit 1,000 subscribers pretty quick. I think I did it within like a year or a year and a half of me like starting my tech YouTube channel, and I know that I would have made the requirements. So, like, I kind of feel like just making another tech review channel just to see if I can do well on that. You know what I mean? Monday Night Raw on the 30th. That's pretty awesome, dude. I haven't had them say that there's going to be any shows where I live lately. But the next time they have a show, I'll probably go to it. I always go to the Raw or SmackDown shows. And now I'm excited for NXT to be live on the USA Network as well. CV Tech says, I tell them that's how I do business, and if you want me to review your product, send me the money for the product on PayPal, and then I'll buy it. If they don't agree, then yeah, a lot of the times I'll tell them I'm sorry that depending on the item, that I personally don't have the money to purchase the product. I'll tell them I'm sorry, I don't have the money to spend like $100 or $200 on this item. If you want me to review it, I do have a PayPal account. You can send me the PayPal account. I'll transfer it to my bank and then I will buy the item. You know what I mean? But for the most part, a lot of these companies will tell you, no, we'll send you half, and then you pay the rest, and then we'll reimburse you. Just like it's really stupid. You know what I mean? And I'm just really not a fan of that. But I kind of have noticed that like a lot of these sellers have kind of trickled down on doing that. So like before, like a couple years ago, I would get emails like every single day from people, and now I'm getting like one or two emails every couple of weeks about like doing any type of like cooperation on videos, and I'll respond, and but for the most part, like I haven't really gotten anything lately that just is not like non-phone related, I guess. Like Bluetooth headsets or Bluetooth speakers. I haven't really gotten anything like that in a while. So if you guys have noticed that I haven't really been doing those type of videos, it's because I haven't been getting sent anything. That's why. So, all right, Aloha. Thanks for joining in, man, and great video, man. Thanks for joining in. I'll probably be on just a little bit longer. So you have a good night, buddy. Keep killing it. All right. The last time I went to Raw was last August, and I wanted to go to Clash of Champions in Charlotte, but just too expensive for me at the boat. Yeah, well, I mean, for the most part, Clash of Champions wasn't that good to begin with. So if you didn't watch it on WWE Network, trust me, you didn't miss you didn't miss anything. So, but man, CV Tech looks like it's just you and me tonight, man. Everyone left already, which that's all right. I wasn't really planning to do a really late live stream tonight, man. So, any comments or feedback, I guess, to this is greatly appreciated, CV. Carolina Venom Tech, man. You have a lot of fans, man. Every time I do live streams, people are always talking about you, man. So I know you say you haven't been doing live streams lately, especially in that Instagram chat that we have going on. But for the most part, man, don't worry. I mean, your content is still being watched, and it's pretty. I'm a big fan whether you live stream or not, man. So I mean, I know it's difficult since you say you don't have a good internet connection at home and your phone connection is kind of trashy, or your mobile connection is kind of trashy where you live. So yeah, for the most part, like I'm waiting for AEW to debut on TNT in a few weeks so that we can see how desperate WWE is going to be when it comes to their ratings, because I know Fox wants WWE to basically like hit a specific amount of like watchers, I guess, on Friday night. Which the thing about that is, I think it was kind of a stupid move for them to move to Friday night because first of all, like Fridays is the day that people go out. Like Friday night, people go to the movies, they go to clubs, they go hang out with their family and friends. There's not going to be a lot of people that are just staying in to watch wrestling every Friday night. You know what I mean? Especially on network television. You know what I mean? I mean, Fox, now that it's owned by Disney, or Disney Corp, whatever you want to call it. Um, okay, I've never been known as Carolina Venom Tech on my channel. I used to just be called Carolina Venom back before I got into YouTube. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, I really thought that Carolina Venom Tech sounded pretty cool, so that's just my personal opinion, though. But yeah, I really thought that it was dumb for Fox to go ahead and like just pull that on WWE and WWE, even though they're getting billions of dollars from Fox to put their show on there. I think it was kind of dumb for WWE to do that because I feel like they're gonna have to like try to pull out the stops and stuff when I know that they really don't have the stops to prove. They have all the talent in the world. Don't get me wrong. I think WWE has the best talent in the world right now. They have some of the best wrestlers. Um, New Japan probably second place, with AEW being a close third, and then Impact and Ring of Honor following that. So I mean, and, it is what it is. Wrestling is wrestling. And I'm glad to be a fan because in 2019, even though like WWE seems like it's trash, there's just so much good content to watch out there. I mean, there's just so many hours of wrestling you could watch. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be not suppressed, but I feel like it's gonna be more like they're trying to go back to that TV 14 rating, not the PG era anymore. I feel like they've been kind of slowly leaning into that a little bit, but at the same time, like they started doing it and then they kind of trickled down again back to the PG. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just really not a fan of what's going on right now in WWE. I feel like that the writers are just not focused on what is going on. So, but okay. Anywho, man, I'm gonna get off because I need to hit the showers and you guys can see I'm like falling asleep over here. So I'm gonna take a shower, get some rest, and do that. And we'll see when the next time I post an actual like regular unboxing video. I think my next unboxing video will probably be the iPhone 11 when I get it. Which if you haven't watched my other live stream, CV Tech, I will be getting the iPhone 11, not the iPhone 11 Pro, just the regular iPhone 11. and maybe I'll do a comparison with my iPhone 10 because I am gonna sell my iPhone 10 after I get my iPhone 11. So we'll see how that goes. But for the most part, I think that's going to be what you guys are going to start seeing on my channel. I still have the T-Mobile test drive. I really haven't been using it though. I mean, every now and then I'll connect to it, but I don't really go into town like looking to connect to this because I already have T-Mobile as a service. So I know how good T-Mobile's network is, at least where I live. So but anyway, man, you have a good night, CV Tech. Thanks for joining in tonight, man. Appreciate it again. Keep kicking butt on YouTube. I know sometimes you feel like a little bit deterred to make videos, man, but just stay focused. Keep kicking butt, man, okay? And really appreciate you joining in tonight. So again, have a good night, man. We'll see you in the Instagram chat, okay? Laters.